Hi guys, welcome to the Ikkura 100K challenge. Today is trading day 4th of June 2020, and Ming, you are up first.
I am up first. I'll just go ahead and give a prediction that I am about 7.7 or 7.8. I think I went down a little bit yesterday. I made a lot of moves. I can't say that I can't say like, oh, cool, this is my direction and I did this. I was kind of an idiot. It's almost like you go to the supermarket and you buy a bit of this, you buy a bit of that, you buy a bit of this, you buy a bit of that, you sell a bit of this. So let's see how things turn out.
Nice.
Yeah, so my prediction is 780, 7.8. Oh, okay, I'm just above 8.
Oh wow.
Um,
So your shopping was not too bad then.
Not too bad. Let me show you. Okay, screenshot sent over to you.
Okay. Wow. So you sold SPY, you sold Space, you sold Disney, you bought SPY, and what is MAR? Tell me what
Marriott,
happened.
Marriott Hotels.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, the only thing to note here is that the two interesting things, the two new things, I suppose, are that Marriott Hotels, I've just been itching to buy some travel stocks. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm so pessimistic about travel, but these idiots are all pumping it up, so fine. And I plan to buy Marriott and American Airlines. So when I was looking at Marriott, it was negative still. It hadn't risen.
Right.
Marriott ended up 5% up yesterday, but it was a negative. So I bought it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do a July 17th long call. Don't look at it. Nice gains. And I looked at American Airlines and it was already up 11%. And I was like, no way, I'm not touching this. And then I wake up 40%. What the hell? So anyway, that's it really. I got rid of my space and I tried to buy more space, but I really, really super lowballed it, but it didn't happen. So I didn't capture it, but I'm planning to buy more. I want to buy more. Yeah.
Oh, really nicely done on Marriott. I was looking at Win all day yesterday, and it's already up. So I let it pass. But we'll talk about that in a second.
And SPY, I'm not good with SPY. I'm trying to learn from you. I'm so inspired by what you've been doing. But yeah, I sold my put at a loss. I bought the call, and now the call's at a loss. So almost a better.
Almost a bit. Well, I think you're in pretty good positions now, though. I mean, you have this nice Microsoft call. Marriott, I think, will have really nice returns as you hold it. And also, you have this Disney call, which looks like it is heading towards the right direction. So
Finally, it's gaining a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, overall, not too bad. I think you're in a good
Cool.
position
How
to
about you?
reap some rewards in the near future.
Over to you.
All right, my prediction is that I'm probably down $100 or so, not too much. So I'm going to guess that I'm just above 2.1, and not a big pullback or anything. I actually ended up buying another SPY call. Let's take a
Oh.
look.
I was just like, Z, you're just making such easy SPY money. So I was like, gotta buy some calls. Policy.
I did make easy SPY money for a while. I'm down to $2,023, and let me send this over to you. But I'm really hoping to end this week above 2K, so I have to be very careful. So you can
Yep,
see
I see it.
I'm down way more than I want to be today. I was hoping I was only down by a little bit. And you can see that relatively early in the market, I bought another call, which is this 312 call. I actually tried to lowball it at first, and I couldn't get it. So I ended up adjusting price and finally got it for 210. And you can see at the end of the day, it's now $1.81. So that one went down, and as well, my 306 call went down. But I'm still quite bullish, and I think that we're going to see a little bit of a rally, maybe the end of this week, a little bit into next week. Let's see where it goes. But if you look at where travel stocks are going, like I'm so unhappy about this American Airlines call that I had. It expired yesterday, so I had to sell it. And
Oh,
so not much I could do, but if I could have held one more day, and oh my goodness, that would have been such an incredible gain. It would have been for almost $500 on one call, on one contract. So yeah, a little bit upset about that one and losing that one, but at the same time, that's how it goes, right? So
I've been tracking Americans for a while.
yeah, I have it in one of my other portfolio positions, where I'm doing covered calls in another account, and unfortunately, this means this is going to be called away. Uh,
Oh no. Yeah.
but I'm not unhappy with how that account performed. I took it from $1,000 and I bought it at $8 American Airlines, and then now I'm selling at 12, and I've run a couple covered calls. So I've actually purchased like 4 shares of America Airlines by selling the covered calls, and so I get to hold on to those 4 shares as America Airlines goes up. Though I do have to sell this 100 shares, which is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
It was a big debate with myself this week. I'm like, should I even sell covered calls this week, because there seems to be some momentum? And I tried to pick a strike price where I didn't think they would go to. I didn't think they would rally 20%, and then get above. So, so be it. I think next week they'll probably come back down. But then I'll have lost my stock. At that point, I'll just rebuy. I'll rebuy the stock though, if they do drop in. So anyway, that's pretty much all I went for. I'm hoping that Starbucks rallies and can get above 85. And I still have a couple weeks for that to happen. And I still have a few days for these SPY calls to really return. So Friday or Monday is really the determining factor of if they gain enough to sell them off. Otherwise, I'll exit the positions. So that's where I'm at. And space. Come on, space.
Are you feeling pretty comfortable with the SPY going up a little bit more though this week?
Yeah, I think it's going to hover around this range for a little bit, but I do think it'll push up to 313, 314, which, given these calls, that means $200 each in return. That's my target for them. I'm planning to sell one at 313, one at 314.
So I don't look at SPY. I do look at SPY, but I don't ever pay attention to it. I know it's tracking the 500 biggest companies, but does the share price really not move very much?
SPY?
Yeah.
It doesn't move that much.
For SPY to go to 312 or 313, which is what you have your calls at.
Yeah.
You're just banking on a movement of 0.3% almost.
Yes. So what I realized recently was that the cost of options, puts, calls, that each dollar is times 100, right? It's not each percent is times 100. So when we look at something like America Airlines, they went up 40% yesterday, but in dollar amounts, they went up from $12 to $16.
Yeah.
And that means they only went up $4. So if I had purchased calls, or I had this call of on America Airlines, the price is still relatively similar to SPY. I'm going to need to spend $100 or so to buy the call against America Airlines. And if it goes up $4, well, I earn $400, or I get that $400 return. SPY, the same thing. If I purchase that call on SPY, it's about let's say it's $180 for that call. But SPY only needs to move $4 for that same 400% or $400 return. But the difference is SPY moves 1% or 2% and you get that return, and America Airlines needs to move 40% to get that same return. So SPY calls and puts are a little bit more expensive from that sense, but is SPY going to move up and down 1 or 2% every single week? Absolutely. But is America Airlines going to move up or down 20% every single week? Probably not. So you're just, the difference is you're looking at dollar value moves instead of percent value moves. And that's really compelling to me to look at it from that perspective.
Okay, I see. Okay, cool. I do. I may sell my Marriott tonight. I don't know. I wanted to play this. Maybe keep it a little longer. I did want to get my skin in the game. Put a little skin in the game for the travel. Put a little skin in the travel game. The next industry that already seems to have picked up quite a bit though is like banking. Right. All the banks seem to be.
I think that
I don't
travel
know.
and banking are still a bit undervalued. I looked at Wells Fargo yesterday and it was up as well, like 5%. A whole bunch of the banking stocks are up. So not a bad place to play in, I don't think either, especially when you're looking at long-term calls.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, are you still holding on to those space calls?
Yeah, I still have them. I'm looking at the space chart and it's still relatively undervalued, like compared to what it could jump to. So I'm waiting for it to jump above 16 before I sell.
Yeah. What happened here is that Branson sold another couple million shares.
Yeah.
They sold. Yeah. So he's just desperately trying to make cash for Virgin Atlantic. So I think that's causing a lot of downward pressure right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I would absolutely love for it to hit 18. That would be such a nice gain. And it has that potential as long as we can not have this depressive kind of sell-off on the stock. So how long do you think they'll continue this sell-off in order to rescue Virgin Atlantic?
I think he already sold it off.
Okay.
He already completed the sale. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I want to buy back in. I sold hoping that it would crash further and buy more. But
Right. It definitely could. I can see on the chart there's like serious resistance level at around $18. But there's going to be a lot of support around the 1480 mark, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So it could definitely drop down into that range. And in that range I would buy calls as well. Makes sense.
Last question I have for today is, so we're already into Q3, aren't we? Like financial year.
Yeah.
So our company going to be reporting earnings very soon.
Next month. Typically they take like around a month to report earnings. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
But for instance, for space, that earnings doesn't come until September.
Yeah.
So it's quite a ways out.
I mean, I think there's going to be a major reckoning when the hotels report their earnings from Q2, right?
Oh
So
my goodness. I mean, but everybody knows it'll be zero.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be a brutal Q2.
Yeah.
That is our show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can follow along with our trades. I think we're getting a little bit better at the moves that we're making, and hopefully now you can start learning how to avoid some disastrous moves and make some good ones. We'll see you guys tomorrow.